and I, who can't be with us tonight, started the center. We started discussions about it and conversations about what we wanted to do with it in 1994 with Betty Dodson in New York, who some of you I'm sure are familiar with, the mother of masturbation, among many other things. And she said, "You kids should start a place." And we looked at each other and realized that she was right. We kids should start a place. And we spent some time talking up the idea, and finally an angel investor gave us enough money to get our nonprofit status, throw some money at a lawyer and get this taken care of. And we have been doing programming that's arts and culture related. I was really moved and impressed by what Stanley was saying about creativity and psychology, because for us, creativity and sexology, or creativity and sexuality, is probably the most important way that most people in the United States actually access thinking about sexuality-related issues, from sex in mainstream movies to porn of all its various stripes, to arts and culture, and that's because we get terrible sex education, most of us. So the arts and culture are a place that have a certain kind of resilience. It's not always the best sex ed in the whole wide world. Maybe one of the things we can say is how porn actually often serves as sex education, but isn't always really the best.
I like the term ethical porn a lot because it just basically it brings to mind what it is, which is not a political thing. It's an ethical thing. It's about people being treated right as human beings, as sexual beings, and also in the workplace, because porn is a workplace, and people that are making porn movies have rights, just like employees have rights in any industry. The reason why I'm really turned off to politics with regard to all this stuff is that people draw lines in the sand, and then you don't want to concede any points to the other side. And actually, there are points to be made on both sides. There are points to be made by AIDS Healthcare Foundation. There are points to be made by the porn community with regard to freedom of speech and freedom of expression. But none of those things really matter as much as the way people are being treated when they are performing, when they come to set, and how are they treated, what's the environment like. People say feminist porn, but it's really it's about being a human being and treating other people as human beings, and trying to create something thoughtful and artistic and beautiful and authentic. And to do that, people have to feel comfortable. They have to be able to let down their guard. They have to feel safe. And so, to me, that's what ethical porn is. It's up to me to provide that environment in every way that I reasonably can, to make sure that we've created an atmosphere and an environment where people feel safe enough and valued enough to create something that then we can share with you guys, and you guys will feel good about watching it, and they'll feel good about having created it, and it will be a much more positive experience for everybody involved.
Went through, and though we made it through the storm, I really want you to realize, I really want to put you on.